न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः।
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhyayamodhavalavakunthanavatim tejomayam nashtikim digdhapangavilokinim bhagavatim mandasmita shrimukhim valsalyamritavarshinim sumadhuram sankirtanalapinim shamangim mathasikta suktim amritanandatmikam ishwarim. Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha, Amriteshwari Namaha, Om Gum Ganapati Namaha, Mahasaraswati Namaha, Om. My infinite prostrations of the lotus feet of my Sadguru, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, Universal Teacher, Universal Mother, and my humble pranams to all of us beloved children listening to this talk. Today the topic is taking easy, giving tough, or giving is difficult. We see that it is we are usually accustomed to or in general the mentality of most of us is how to get things, how to get the maximum without giving anything, or with giving the minimum and getting the maximum. So that is the mentality of the most of the human beings. That's because of his he did not receive enough training when in childhood we are trained, when when guests come home and they give us something, our parents train us to say thank you at least. So we have got something. So in general, we can see the tendency or mentality is to get the maximum and give the minimum, or try to get everything without giving anything. This is what we meant by taking is very easy, but giving is difficult. I want to get all the things. So here when we come to a spiritual master like Amma, or when we come to an ashram, and when we see Amma's life, look at Amma's life, and we learn the Shastras also, then we can understand that the taking and giving are like two sides of a coin. Taking alone cannot take us anywhere. Taking and taking without giving is against the law of nature. This is what we have to understand. Therefore, the Swami Vivekananda said something very beautiful. He said, they alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. They alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. So a person who thinks only of giving, or at least I have taken a lot of things, so let me give something in return, that thought, that is called the matured mind, the cultured mind. There's a lot of difference between the educated person and the cultured person. The cultured person, he wants to give. This is what we are going to understand. So we hear in Tulsidas Ramayanam, Ramcharita Manas, Tulsidas says, Sant vitap sarita giridharani parahit hetu sabhi kardi. He says there are 5 factors. Sant vitap sarita giri dharani. Sant means the great saints. The Sant, from Sant onto the word saints has come. So Sant, the saints. Vitapa is tree. Sarita is river, Giri is mountain, and Dharani is Mother Earth. These 5 factors, they know only one thing. They exist. Parahita Hetu, they exist for the sake of others. They do not want anything for themselves. They know only to give and give and give. So that is what he has seen. For example, and we can add our cow also. For mother, we say Go Mata. Go Mata is one. The mother is one who just goes on giving without expecting anything. The mother cow needs very little. So therefore we call her Mother Cow, Go Mata. So remember during Amma's 50th birthday, our late President Dr. Abdul Kalam, what he spoke about Amma, he said, Amma knows only one thing, to give and to give and to give and to give. So let us learn this wonderful lesson from Amma, that real joy lies in giving and not in taking. That is what our respected President, late President Dr. Abdul Kalam said about Amma on Amma's 50th birthday. We remember that very well. And again, on another birthday, one minister said a very beautiful thing. He said that on our birthdays, we receive presents. But it is only Amma, on her birthday, she gives presents. You see, so many, the projects are there, which is inaugurated on Amma's birthday. So we can see she is giving and giving and giving on her birthday. So being Amma's children, we also have learned this wonderful lesson. So we know very well that on the birthdays of many devotees, even in Bangalore also, or here also, they come and they tell me, they give them some money and they say, Swamiji, please, today is my birthday, I want to do some Annadanam. So that is what we have learned from our Shastras. We have learned from Amma to give. So on my birthday, this money, please give it to for Annadanam, or sometimes we will go as a group on that person's birthday. We go to orphanage and give presents. We go to Vriddhashram. Vriddhashram is near Bangalore, the ashram we have Vriddhashram, the old age home. We go there and we feed the elderly people. So on our birthdays, we also have learned to give. This lesson we have learned from our spiritual master, our Amma, and our Acharyas and our Vedic texts. That is what we have learned. So I remember a long time back, when they were about only 40 brahmacharis, maybe 20-25 years back, I remember something which Amma said very beautiful in the morning after the morning meditation around 9 o'clock. Amma said, Makkale, ഒരു പഴം കിട്ടിയാൽ ആ പഴം 40 കഷ്ണമാക്കിയിട്ട് 39 കഷ്ണം മറ്റുള്ളവർ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് അവസാനത്തെ കഷ്ണം മാത്രം മക്കൾ കഴിക്കാൻ പാടുള്ളൂ. So on that day, what Amma was saying was, if you get one banana or if you get one plantain, at that time there were only 40 brahmacharis, maybe 20-25 years back. If you get a plantain or a banana or any fruit, you cut that fruit into 40 pieces and you distribute the 39 pieces to the other brahmacharis, and brahmacharinis say very few, maybe that's 4 or 5. So you distribute the 39 pieces to the other brahmacharis and brahmacharinis, and you take the last piece. So that is what Amma told us. So you can see, I'll give you one more example. The example may not be very good, but it's a wonderful example. We know Kunti Devi, the mother of the Pandavas. We know what happened after Draupadi Swayamvaram, when Arjuna and the other Pandavas, they came back to the cottage, and unfortunately Bhima announced, without thinking Bhima announced, Mother, look what Bhiksha the Arjuna has brought back. Unfortunately, he used that word. Look what Bhiksha Arjuna has brought home. And Mother Kunti, she was cooking. She said, whatever it is, you distribute equally among all 5 of you. You distribute that bhiksha equally among all 5 of you. And unfortunately, it was that bhiksha was Draupadi. Then they were all shocked. But because it has come from the mother's mouth, they carried out that very faithfully. We know that story very well. I need not elaborate. The example may not be good, but you would see the idea of whatever I get, I distribute to others, then only I eat. This wonderful lesson, we learned it from our mothers at home. So whatever I get, distribute to others. That is called communism. Communism is we give equal. Everybody should get an equal share. So that is our mothers at home know that wonderful thing. So now one more point what we had now say, when I say the long time back one person told me, I don't believe in going to temples or etc. He pointed out to a hospital. He said, this hospital is my temple and the patients are my gods. I don't go to any temple, etc. Wonderful. The hospital is a temple and the patients are my God. Wonderful. That should be our attitude also. But we have to remember one thing. Now, for example, on special occasions, special festivals, etc., the Amma's birthday or the Guru Purnima, etc., when we celebrate, see, we bring the villages also. So our devotees, one devotee has travels, but the bus, he has a bus. So he will give us the bus. So we will use that bus to bring the villagers to our ashram to participate in the program. So that bus has been given to us by the devotee. So we are thankful to the devotee. So the villagers come and tell me, Swamiji, we are so thankful. You have managed a transport also for us. So I said, please don't thank me. Please thank our devotee. It is his bus. He gave us that bus. Therefore, that you are able to come. Therefore, we have an instrument. So I have the body. I am serving patients in the hospital. So the hospital is my temple, and the devotees, the patients are my gods. But so when I am serving them, who gave me this instrument? This body, who gave me that? I am serving this instrument. With this instrument I am serving. This body was given to me by God. Therefore, I am thankful to God. I am thankful to my parents and to all other factors who have contributed to the growth of this body. That therefore, seva plus a little upasana is called yajna. So communism plus Ishvara Bhakti is yajna. Yajna means we are distributing everything to others, but at the same time, it did not come out of me, it was given to me, and therefore that Ishvara Bhakti plus seva, that is called yajna, and our whole life should be a yajna. That is what we have to always understand. If we are thankful to God, thankful to our elders for giving us this body, etc., whatever we have or whatever instruments we have to serve others, we are thankful to them also. That's what we have to understand. So that's why you say the lion is in Hindi, lion is called sher. You know, sher. Sher means share, and that is why the lion is the vehicle of Durga. Durga Devi is riding on a lion, and lion is one who shares. That wonderful lesson we had to learn from the lion. It does not kill unnecessarily. It doesn't kill for pleasure. It kills only when it is hungry. And after killing, after it eats a little and then it walks away, the rest are eaten by jackals or wolves. So the lion takes a small share, he eats a little, and then he leaves the rest for the other animals. Therefore, he has that wonderful the habit of sharing. That is how we call him share. The lion is called the share in Hindi because he shares with others. So that is what we understand. That's why we say the Durga Devi in Hindi we say Jota Wali Ma, Shera Wali Ma. That Ma is Jota Wali means one who has the Jyoti, luminous. So I have the understanding, first the understanding that everything is they're all God's children, they are all manifestations of God. The Jota Wali, the Jota, the what do you call it? The light, Jyoti, Jota Wali Ma, Shara Wali Ma, and she rides on a lion. That is what we have to understand. So many years back, once I told Swamiji, it was many years back, maybe more than 25 years back, I told Amritageetananda Swamiji, I feel very sad because I have not contributed anything to the ashram. So my only duty was to take class. I was taking Vedanta class for our ashramites in the 20 years back before going to Bengaluru. So I felt I am not doing so. I see devotees doing a lot of seva, and I felt very sad because I had to spend the whole time preparing for the class. The ashram had a lot of preparation is required. Therefore, when I told Swamiji, I feel that I have not contributed anything to the ashram. Swamiji said, what do you mean? You have written so many bhajans. We have sung so many bhajans. We have taken so many classes. We have begun so many satsangs. They are all your contributions. So then I told Swamiji, others may think it's a contribution. Others may be benefited by my classes, by my bhajans, by my satsangs. Others may be benefited, but I don't think that way. What I think is now, whenever I go in trains or when I go to the airport, etc., the strangers, total strangers, they come to me and say, Swami, you give talks on TV. So I was feeling that, my God, what my contribution is, I am taking name and fame from the ashram. I am taking name and fame from the ashram. Because of the ashram, I have become popular. So it is kind of taking. So I am not very happy. I want to do something which quietly, which others need not know. Only Amma knows. Amma should know what I am doing. That is what I meant. And therefore, that is what we call as awareness. So when I am doing something, I should never feel that I am giving something. When I am talking, when I am singing bhajans, I should feel that Amma has given me an opportunity to sing or to give satsangs which can be beneficial to others. So I will before coming to Amma's ashram, I used to go to 2 other ashrams also, and there also we have observed when I was small. I was a small boy. We started going to ashrams, and when I was maybe hardly 7 or 8 years old, myself and my younger brother, our grandfather used to take us to ashrams and we listened to bhajans. So in those days, I observed even when I was very small, I observed there was a lot of competition. Even for singing, I observed there's a lot of competition. So I want to lead. God can hear even when I sing without the mic. Even if I sit and sing here, Amma can. If I sit here and sing, Amma can hear. I don't need a mic so that Amma can hear. Therefore, when I was small, boy also, I noticed that some of them, they are very eager to sing through the mic, etc. I'm sorry I had to say this. So when remembering this very well, I knew that even in some places when in some places of the worship, certain place of worship also, there used to be competition in trying to get a chance to sing bhajans, to exhibit the musical talent. So when I came here, I thought I remembered I have come here for Durga Darshan. Usually we come to ashram, our goal is to gain moksha, to gain atmajnanam, to gain jnanam, atmajnanam. So atmajnanam is something very, very difficult. In those days, when I came here in the year 1986, I was 29 years old. At that time, my mind was very turbulent. I never expected that I can gain atmajnanam in this life, even though Amma is an avatar. What I wanted was, I wanted Durga Devi Darshanam, Durga Devi with 8 Ashtabhuja Durga. That Darshanam I wanted. In Devi Bhava, we see Devi only with 2 arms. And when I go for darshan, I used to tell Amma, you have another 6 arms. You are hiding that 6 arms somewhere behind you. I want to see all your 8 arms. So Amma used to smile. She used to like it. So I want the darshanam of Durga Devi, Ashtabhuja Durga, with a lot of the weapons, etc. The lion. I wanted that darshan. Therefore, I thought I have come here only for darshan. I will not get involved in any kind of competition or something, anything like that. In those days, they were only Amma and the senior Swamijis. The only Amma and the Amritageetananda Swami used to sing with Amma, or Pranava Swami, etc. After Amma's bhajans, when we sing, the only they used to sing, we used to follow. In once in a way, they will ask me to sing also. So what I did was, when I first came to the ashram, there was only Kalari. The big hall was not there. Kali temple also was not there. So we used to sing in Kalari. So what I did was, I thought that I will not get involved in any kind of bhajans, because bhajans also sooner or later, this tendency to sing, a tendency to lead, bhajans will come in my mind. Therefore, I sat outside. The Swamijis were singing, and the Amma used to join us after maybe 15, 20 minutes. The first 2 or 3 bhajans, Swamijis will sing the first 2 or 3 bhajans, then Amma will join us. You may remember in the 1990s, Amma's staircase, Amma's room was upstairs. The staircase was on the eastern side. She used to come down, climbing down to the east, and then she come to the Kalari. So I was sitting, Swamijis were singing in the Kalari. Outside the Kalari, she was singing in the veranda. I was sitting in the sand. Suddenly, I felt that somebody was lifting me by my collar. So I turned, it was Amma. Amma just lifted me like that, and she took me into the where the Swamiji was singing bhajans, and she put me there. So I was again in that group of the Swamis who were singing bhajans. So that day I sat there and I sang bhajans with the Swamijis. Next day, again I came back and sat in the sand. My thought was, I have come here for Devi Darshan, the Durga Darshanam, so I will not get involved in any kind of bhajans, etc., bhajans, etc., when we are not alert, it can get vasana in us to exhibit our musical talent. So I will not get involved in that. Again, second day, again I came back and sat in the sand. For 2 or 3 days, again it happened. Second time also, suddenly I heard after 4 or 5 days, again I saw the Amma, somebody was lifting me from my collar. Amma lifted me from my collar, took me up to the Kalari, and she put me there. So then after the 2 times she did that, then I said, now I should sit in the Kalari and sing. So that is what happened. So we have to remember, we have to be very, very alert when we are singing bhajans. Our purpose of singing bhajans is solely to get more and more bhakti. When we sing the kirtanam, we are remembering the greatness of Bhagwan and our nothingness. So this example I used long time back. When you see a mountain from far away, you can click the mountain in your mobile phone. But when you start walking closer and closer to the mountain, what happens is that the mountain becomes bigger and bigger, and I become smaller and smaller. And when I reach the foot of the mountain, I become tiny. The mountain is very huge. I become as nothing. So in the same way, when that is the Parvatam, hill or mountain, and she is Parvati, our Parvati. When we go closer and closer to Parvati, what will happen is that Parvati should become bigger and bigger and bigger. I go closer and closer, I become closer and closer to Amma. I become smaller and smaller, and I become nothing. So Amma becomes everything. The Parvatam is huge, and I am a tiny ant at the foot of the hill. That is what we had to. That's what we have to understand. Then Kadakshatinde Karunya Tennilil Nyan Alinilladayai. I mentioned this already once, long time back. So now I'll tell you, the taking is easy and giving is difficult or tough. I'll give you one good example how when we give, it comes back to us sooner or later. So one example I'll give you. A young man who was working in a company, he was staying near his company. He had a very big room. What happened was, after a few months, one person from America, he was a youngster, he came to India to do some project for two or 3 years. So that young man, our young man, he told the American youngster, you can stay with me. They work in the same company, so they became very close friends. So the American said, I will be here for 2 or 3 years till I complete my project, then I will go back. So our Indian friend said, you do one thing, I have a big room with enough for 2 people, we will stay together. So they stayed together. So after some time, what happened was, the American friend's birthday came. It was the American friend's birthday. So the Indian friend, he called a few of our close friends, and he celebrated the American friend's birthday in a very grand way. So the American friend was very, very happy. So my friend has celebrated my birthday. American friend was very, very happy. So after 2 or 3 years, he said, now my project is over. Now I am going back to America, to my hometown. So he went back. After a few months, the American friend remembered, so tomorrow is my Indian friend's birthday. Tomorrow is my Indian friend's birthday. Therefore, for my birthday, he had spent some money. He spent, I remember, in those days, 1,000 rupees was a very big amount. So I think he spent 1,000. He spent 1,000 for my birthday. The American friend remembered that my Indian friend spent 1,000 for my birthday. Therefore, let me also send him some money for his birthday. I will also send 1,000. So now think what has happened. The American friend also sent 1,000. The Indian friend spent 1,000 Indian money, and therefore the American thought, now let me send 1,000, and he sent 1,000 American money. Now look what happened. American dollars. So let's say 50 rupees. So when the American friend sent the American money, the Indian friend received how much? 1,000 into 50 is 50,000, is it not? So in this way, what we had to send is, when I give 1 rupee to the temple, to God, my 1 rupee I give, he will also, in return, he will also give his 1. When I give him 1, he will also give me 1. And his 1 may be 1 crore. Can you understand? If you give this much to the temple or the ashram, you get back this much. Because when I give my 1, God will give his 1. It's not business transaction. It is what you get, that you get back. That is all. That is the law of nature. What you give, that alone you get back. Therefore, when I give something to the temple or when I give something to the ashram, then I get back. Certainly, I will get back. All of us have experience. We have seen devotees who contributed so much to the ashram. So now they are very, very well off. So we can see that now. See, he has spent so much for the ashram. Now see, he himself and his children, they are well off. So it doesn't mean you should spend so much. Whatever you have. If I say I have only 1 rupee, I go to the temple and say, Bhagavan, I have only 1 rupee to offer you. Please accept this. God will bless you. It doesn't mean you should offer 1 lakh or 10 lakhs or crores. Whatever I have, that little, with devotion you offer. Patram pushpam palam thoyam yome bhaktya prechati tadaham bhakti prahatam ashnami paridatmanaha. O Arjuna, Patram pushpam palam thoyam. It can be patram, 1 leaf. Patram pushpam, 1 fruit. Patram pushpam, flower. Phalam, 1 fruit. Little water. Whatever you offer with devotion, I am pleased. Therefore, how much you give is not the question. How much of what you have you given? How much have I given is not the question. How much of what I have I given, and with what attitude? So that attitude also is very important. And therefore, when we give this much when I give 1 to the temple or to the ashram, in the future, the law of nature is that I get so much back. But so I'll give you one more example. So they say at the same time there are people like I observed when I was in some other organization, there are people who unknowingly they take money from the temple. That can be very dangerous. From the ashram, or when they take money, that can be very, very dangerous. It can affect them very badly in future. So that is what we want to say. So the example is when you say there is a cardiac surgery, heart surgery. So what the doctors do is when there is a cardiac surgery, they take a nerve from the thigh. From the thigh, they take a nerve and they use it for the heart. So when the heart has problem, they take a nerve from the thigh, from our thigh, and they use it from calf muscle or from the thigh muscle. You take a nerve and they keep it here. That we can do, but we have never seen when there is a problem for the calf or the thigh, we don't take a nerve from the heart and keep it for the thigh. We never do that because heart is more important. So our heart is like our temple or ashram, and our thigh, the thigh is like our home, our house. So from our house, we should bring money or things to the ashram, but never the other way. From ashram, taking away, unless you are given. So after one big program, lot of things are left over. So they say we take this and we give to the orphanage, and then we give to the old age home, and then the Guru says, no, these things you take them home. The Guru will give you. That we can take. That is fine, no problem. Guru will say, so many are still left. You do one thing. There are the 8 people here. You take this home and use it. You take it home. That is okay. But without the knowledge of the ashram or the thing, if they take things home, that can create a big problem for us. So we have to always remember that taking a nerve from the calf muscle and fixing it to the heart is like taking money from our house and bringing to the ashram or temple. But the other way it should not be. That is what we have to always understand. So the story I will tell you, there were 3 youngsters who were well qualified. They were graduates, but they did not have any job. So they were sitting on the roadside. They were feeling very sad. So fortunately, a multi-millionaire, the owner of a company, they happened to see them, these 3 youngsters. So the owner of the company, he came and said, you are three youngsters, they are sitting here doing nothing. So the youngsters said, sir, we have qualified, we have graduates, but unfortunately we don't have a job. So therefore the owner of the company, he told them, I will offer a job for all three of you. So he took all the three of them. They were like orphans. They didn't even have a house also. So he took them to his house. There was an outhouse. He said, you can stay here and you can work in my company. So therefore, these three youngsters who were unemployed and even they didn't have a house also, they were given a house to stay, the outhouse, when it is outhouse, a small house, and they were given jobs also. So what happened was, the first person, he was very, very sincere. He used to work day and night. He went on working without, he did his work very, very efficiently and honestly, and he never used to ask even for salary. The second person also, he was very good. He worked honestly, sincerely, but exactly on the 30th, he will go and ask, if on 30th he did not receive his salary, he will go and ask, sir, I have not received my salary, please give my salary. So he would be given the salary. That is the second person. But the third person was a little clever. He did not do his work properly. Sometimes he will take things from the office and take them home. So therefore, the manager noticed this. So after some time, the manager came and manager told the first person. He asked the first person, you work very well, you work overtime, but you never ask for salary. Why is that? So the first person said, sir, I was a nothing. I have no job. I didn't have a house. You gave me a house. You gave me a job. You have given me everything. How can I ask you for a salary? So I am really thankful to you. So that way, gratitude. So then the manager was very pleased. The manager promoted him to the assistant manager level. So the first person, because of his honesty and the feeling of gratitude, the selfless work and gratitude, he was promoted to the assistant manager. The second person also, he was also given a little the raise in his in the office. From his position, he was elevated to a second position. He was given promotion because he was also sincere. But to the third person, the manager said, I find that you are not honest. You are not doing your work properly and you are stealing things also. Therefore, I will not put you in the office. You have to go and work in the storeroom. You can go and work you should be laborer. You do some labor work. And he was demoted. So we can see the first person, he was promoted and because of his hard work. Second person also, he was promoted, but third person was demoted. So in the same way, when we work selflessly, we should be like the first person. Selflessly we work without any expectation. We will see that our mind is purified and slowly we get moksha. The second person, they works very, very, very honestly, but we are expecting a lot of things in return. God will give us that also, but that is not permanent. But the third person is like the sinful person. He performed the dushkarma. Karma which should not be done. Therefore, he will be degraded. So he will not be anything. He may be punished in his future lives. This is what we have to understand. So therefore, we can see that the three youngsters. The first youngster was very, very honest. Not only honest, he was grateful, and therefore he was promoted. So like that, when we are totally selfless, first we have to think we have been given a human body, a healthy body, and therefore it is something which very, very rare. So let us be grateful to God, let us be grateful to our parents, and we work selflessly. Certainly slowly our mind we can purify, we will get moksha or liberation. The second person is very honest, but he wants worldly gains. So God will give him worldly gains also, which unfortunately it's not permanent. But the third person is someone who's not only he doesn't work properly, and he steals also. He does bad actions. Therefore, he will not get anything. He may be punished by some kind of illness, some kind of sickness or something like that. Just to make him understand, when God punishes, it is only to make us understand that this world, there's nothing. In this world, we cannot get what we really want. The body is impermanent, so the body and mind cannot give us real joy. It is to make us understand that we get this kind of sickness or anything like that. So this is what we have to learn. So the one beautiful shloka I heard, I will chant that. So the shloka is Dhanavantam atadanam nirdhanam cha atapasvinam ubhau ambasi moktavyo gale badva mahashilam. The shloka is Dhanavantam atadanam nirdhanam cha atapasvinam ubhau ambasi moktavyo gale badva mahashilam. So the work is, there are two types of people. One who has money and who has no money. So they have two types of sadhanas. A person who has money, his duty, his dharma is to give charity. Dhanavantam atadanam. If a rich person does not give charity, so the rich person's dharma is to give charity. But a person who has no money, he cannot give charity, so he need not be sad. His dharma is, you do tapas. So nirdhanam cha atapasvinam. A rich man who does not give charity, he does not do his dharma, and nirdhanam, a person who has no money, if he does not do tapas, which is his dharma, ubhau ambasi moktavyo, both of them should be thrown in the sea. But if you throw in the sea, they will swim and come back. So it says, ubhau ambasi moktavyo gale badva mahashilam. A stone should be tied on the neck and then they should be thrown in the sea. So this is a very, very arrow-like or a sword-like, the very sharp verse. It says, if you don't do your duty, if you don't do your dharma, you don't deserve to live. That is the meaning. If you don't do your dharma, you have no right to live. Therefore, the rich man, charity, you have to do charity. If you don't do that, you'll be thrown in the sea. A poor man, I have no money to spend, my dharma is, let me do tapas. This dharma, if you don't do the dharma, then the ubhau ambasi moktavyo, both of them should be thrown in the sea, gale badva mahashilam. Both of them should be thrown in the sea with a stone tied around the neck so that they are drowned. So I was thinking that this kind of verses, sharp, sword-like, knife-like verses, they can really cut us, they have to frighten us, or like arrows. So usually it is written, we see it written by the acharyas like Chanakya. Chanakya Acharya can write this kind of verses. So I was thinking it can be Chanakya, or there's another Swami Vidyaranya. He also is very sharp. His tongue is very sharp. He is very, very sharp. You do your dharma. If you don't do your dharma, he is very, very stern. So I thought it can be either Chanakya, Acharya Chanakya, or it can be Vidyaranya Swami. But it is neither. Later I found out it is neither Chanakya nor Vidyaranya. It comes in the Mahabharata. It comes from Sedu Vyasa Bhagavan. He has written this. So we have to understand the how stern the Guru is. If you don't do your dharma, you have, in spite of getting a human body, if you don't do your human dharma, you don't deserve to live. That is the meaning. Therefore, let us follow their teachings. We have Amma as our wonderful guru. Remember Amma's guidance, and whatever the situation we are, let us be aware in this situation, this is my dharma. Let me do this dharma. Let Amma purify me and take me to my goal. Let us offer this prayer to Amma's lotus feet. I offer all these words to the lotus feet of Amma. Om Amritageetananda. I think for the past few months, I have been thinking the one very very important thought had come to my mind, that we should explain especially for my hometown is from Kerala. A sannyasi has no hometown. The whole world is Sudeshu Bhuvanatrayam. Mata me Parvati Devi, Pita Devo Maheshwaraha, Bandava Shiv Bhaktascha, Sudesho Bhuvanatrayam. So the Mata Devi is my mother, Shiva is my father, and the Shiva Bhaktas are my relatives, and Sudesho Bhuvanatrayam, my whole world is my Sudesha, hometown. But still, all of us, even though sannyasis, Sri Rama also you can see, or great sannyasis also, we have this, Kerala is my birth town. So I've been thinking now, let me, for the past few months, I hope you understand what I mean. We want to bring out the real, what is the great culture of Kerala. First, let me start with my hometown, Kairali. Kairali is the younger sister of Sri Krishna Bhagavan. Kairali was the younger sister of Sri Krishna Bhagavan, and Parashurama saved Kairali from the dacoits, and Parashurama gave the Kerala to Kairali. That is why it's called Kerala. So our great mother is the mother Bhagavan Krishna's younger sister Kairali, so Kerala. So let us. I was thinking for the past few months, you will understand what I mean. We want to first bring out the culture, the beauty of Kerala, the real story, the real Kerala story. I want to bring out. I was thinking for the past few months, and now by Amma's grace, I have come to Kerala. So we will try to bring out the culture and the culture of Kerala, the Kerala story. I am really thankful to all of you for making this possible, coming back to Kerala. So I offer this verse at the lotus feet of Amma. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukno Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः